Welcome everyone to another video where I basically react to recent NASCAR news. And this video is on changes that I'm not very fond of. What are the changes, you might be asking? Well, here they are. Chase format being put to the NASCAR Xfinity Series and Capital Truck Series, which are basically two of the developmental series. This news was not surprising at all because I remember back in last year, late October, early November, this being a rumor, and it came true. Usually, if it's a rumor that is not well received by many fans, or if I don't like it, it's probably going to happen anyway. That's what I've just come to expect from NASCAR as a fan since the fall of 2007. But just because I expected it doesn't mean that I like it, because I don't like this change at all. It was not a necessary change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, that's a phrase that NASCAR has not lived by for over the past decade, really. And last year's chase in this pickup series brought out the ugly side and just so many flaws that have made me hate the chase even more. So I'm really not digging this news at all. If there are any positives that could be taken out of this, is that it will give a better opportunity for the Xfinity and Capital Truck Series regulars to shine. Because the more contenders there are, the more contenders you put into battle, even if it is artificial. I think their names will be talked about more. So who knows? It could be a good thing to names and sponsors, the drivers and the sponsors. Also, NASCAR Xfinity Series Dash for Cash. It is back once again, and the 4 events are Bristol in April, Richmond in April, Dover in May, and Indianapolis in July. But they're gonna have heat races. But they're gonna have heat races, which is interesting. And this change doesn't really bother me at all. This change doesn't really bother me at all. But I'm not. But all I can ask is why. Why was this change needed? And it looks like that, it's not qualifying. It is actually an actual race. So, for example, at Indianapolis, we have 2 20-lap heat races, which equal 40 laps, and then the main event is 60 laps. That's just, it just doesn't make sense to me on why. But then the biggie, the one that kind of grinds my gears the most, is this caution clock that is going to be used in the Capital Truck Series. And after reading about what it is, gotta say, this rule is complete bleep. Seriously, after 20 minutes, if a green flag run lasts for 20 minutes, or I think it also said 20 laps or whatever, something like that. A caution will be thrown. Just for the heck of it. Really? What the hell? Sometimes the best part of a race is on long green flag runs when the tires are worn out and drivers have to wheel it. It's also just once again an unnecessary gimmick. And this might make me not want to watch the trucks at all. I sort of hate to say that, but to me, overall, I just cannot support this rule at all, in my opinion. And I'm not gonna explain every single little detail about these rules. So if you want to know more, go look this up yourself if you haven't. I just think the caution clock is just utterly stupid. I hope it goes away soon. But overall, these changes that are made to the feeder series, it doesn't solve the problem. It's not a long. It's like a short-term solution, or it doesn't solve. It's like a short-term solution, or it doesn't solve the problem at all. Really, because guess what? In the lower 2 series, we have problems. We have economic issues, and we have a subpar on-track product. Especially especially in the Xfinity series. I mean, to me, if you've watched the Xfinity series and Truck series in recent years, look at um, think about look at the drivers and look at the amount of full-time drivers and teams that could win on a weekly basis. Look at how many cars are just simply off the pace. Look at how many cars are just unsponsored, and how is this going to fix that? I would be more concerned with that if I ran NASCAR. But also, I mentioned the on-track product. The Xfinity cars have, in my opinion, not enough horsepower, too much downforce. It makes the cars hard to pass, and it leads to more follow-the-leader style racing. It also doesn't help that the Xfinity Series and Truck Series schedules basically mock the Cup Series schedule with only a few exceptions. In the Xfinity Series, it's Iowa and the two road courses of Road America and Mid Ohio. In the Truck Series, it's like Eldora, Gateway, Mosport, and that might be it. You know, they used to have more unique schedules, but now that it's like the Cup Series, there's sort of a sense in many fans just like, why bother? And these changes, honestly, I think even though some of them were expected by some fans, like including myself, it just kills the enthusiasm, and just it results in another. It's not. I wouldn't consider these changes an evolution. I would consider them a de-evolution. But that's just my opinion. And at this point, NASCAR is just simply an embarrassment as sort of America's top motorsports. With all of these gimmicks that have really taken the racing out of the drivers' hands. A big part of me, I don't know, a big part of me thinks that I can't be considered a sport anymore, because so much is out of the driver's hands, and so much of it is just done for, like, and values like drama over competition and fairness and sportsmanship, etc. That's just my personal opinion on this, and I'm not going to abandon NASCAR overnight. But changes like these just make it harder for me to watch. If NASCAR somehow ends up being successful with this, I will be shocked. But to me, most likely, I think it's just going to hurt NASCAR more and more. And unfortunately, they're probably not going to admit that they screwed up, or that they need to change it back until it's either too late or until they pay some super serious consequences. It'll be interesting to see how maybe the country perceives NASCAR in like a decade from now, because it could be interesting. But anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts about these changes, or my reaction, please leave a comment down below. Try to be as civil as possible. And I hope you enjoy watching this. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and bye.